you see here is the normal spine. This is the normal MRI of the spine. What you can see here is the spinal cord starts at this level. It comes the black line comes and ends at this level. This is usually L1. The adult level is here. And then there are the nerve roots. This is a normal. What this child has was, see, this is the spinal cord. There was a bony spur growing from the L to L3 level, which comes almost up to the skin level. It was fed through the skin. There was a prominence in the skin beneath the tuft of hair, and this spur was splitting the spinal cord. So in the CT, this was the spur. This is usually not seen. What we see here, this gap is what we see here usually, but this spur was the problem. What it has done to the child is, you can see from here, this is usually the single spinal cord, what you see here. But here, this is the axial view. The spur which I showed on the other view, you can see it here. It started to grow at this point. Here the spur. Here it is almost complete. What it has done is, it has split the spinal cord into two compartments with two separate coverings and two hemicords, what we call as hemicords. What was single cord here becomes two, and then again it becomes a single tube. So practically the child had two dural tubes along with two hemicords. So asymmetric. The left hemicord was slightly thicker compared to the right. Usually it doesn't split into 50 equal halves. There will always be a slight asymmetry. So that is why this child had a slightly longer limb. One. The next thing what happened was, you can see here, the spinal cord is ending at this level, which is practically L4 and L5. Usually it is at L1. It should be here. At the time of birth, it is usually seen at this point L3. By 2 years of age, it reaches the adult level, which is L1. But since what has happened is, since the spinal cord was split by this wedging, the spinal cord could not ascend up. It was wedged like this. If this wedge was not there, normally it will ascend up. So the cord was being tethered, pulled from down. Above it is being pulled. Below it was tethered to something. So it was not allowed to ascend up. So this usually results in weakness of both legs and urine and defecation problem. Practically what happens is, the child passes urine without its own control. Either there may be a constant dribbling or a retention. May not be able to pass, and same thing happens to the passing stools also. So once we decided, we have diagnosed, then we proceeded to perform a complex surgical procedure. The aim was, we had a dedicated and well-trained team of doctors, anesthesiologists, pediatricians, intensivists, and the management, which supported us wholeheartedly with all infrastructure and other things. So the aim of the surgery was to remove that bony spur, which had wedged through the spinal cord, splitting it into two and preventing it from ascending up. Again, it has to be reconstructed. The spinal cord, being hemicord, cannot be combined into one, but the covering, which was two, so we reconstructed the coverings into a single tube, so that both the hemicords now lie side by side and can ascend up together. So this resulted in the spinal cord moving up to its original position. So what is unique in this is, usually this is seen, but this tuft of hair or the moles which are usually seen in the back, the parents usually take it as an auspicious sign. Aristo and they don't intrude. So the child usually grows up to an age of 5 or 6 or 7 years of age. By the time when it starts walking, there will be a delay in walking, one. Delay in attaining control over its own urine and passing motion. But generally the parents tend, this delay is, we can wait for 1 or 2 more years. That is the general tendency. I don't blame anybody. That is the general tendency. So usually they turn up to us at the age of 7 or 8. So what is unique is, even the parents were envisaged that they wanted to do something. We were also able to identify the problem early. So once corrected, at the age of 2, as for any other normal child, the spinal cord will go to its original position, and the deficits in future which are likely to occur if left untreated has been addressed now itself. The child can have a normal life. That's exactly what we did. So we had everything here practically. 6 months old baby undergoing a 4.5 to 5 hours surgery. He has to be monitored intensively, not only during the surgery, prepared well before the surgery. During the surgery has to be monitored well. Then in the post-operative period also was monitored well. The child had recovered very well, passing urine and with control. Usually how we say in a 6 months old baby whether it has control over his urinary habits or not, you should void at a particular time, say 45 minutes or 1 hour intervals. That is what the child is doing. There is no constant dribbling or a retention. Motion is also fairly regular, the habit she is maintaining, what she had previous to the surgery, and she is moving both her legs well. So this is the child now, good morning. She is getting antibiotics, that is why we are still maintaining the inflow, otherwise she is a pleasant child to look. So I thank the management, particularly Dr. Aravindan, who gave me full support. He said whatever you want will be provided, both in manpower and infrastructure wise. And already we had almost everything practically. And the anesthesiologist, intensivist, pediatrician, staff, about you who all have helped me in this venture, I thank one and all.